What's up, guys? I've been wanting to do a video kind of like this for a little while now. I just sort of want to go through the stuff that I have. I've had a few people kind of ask me about the different things that I've got. So I'm just gonna go through my console shelf and my game collection real quick here. So I actually just got this today. This is my Atari 2600. I'm super proud of it because it's in really great condition, and you just don't see that in something this old. PS1, first generation model, I guess you want to say. Sega Genesis, same thing, first model that was released. Sega Dreamcast, got my Super Nintendo here, got my Nintendo right here, which is in awesome condition. Xbox original, I know it's not really retro, but I grew up with it, so that's why it's kind of over here with the rest of this stuff. And then of course the N64, which was the cornerstone of my childhood. This is the TV that I play any of my light gun games on, as well as this beast. And of course, that's my Master Switch box up there that I built myself. So, moving on to the shelves, this is where everything's at. We'll start with this shelf. This, I'm kind of actually running out of room. So, this used to just be my Nintendo only shelf, but it's kind of been turned into my Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Atari shelf. So, just to go through here real quickly, we've got The Immortal, Wizards and Warriors, Werewolf, Rampage, Paperboy, Excitebike, Rad Racer, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Kirby's Adventure, Super Mario Bros. 3, 2, and then 1/Duck Hunt. We've got the Legend of Zelda 2, or The Adventure of Link. Over in this drawer, I got a few more. We've got The Guardian Legend, McKids, Winter Games, Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout, Gumshoe, Mock Rider, Friday the 13th, Wheel of Fortune starring Vanna White, that blank one there is Home Alone 2, and Millipede. If we come up here to the Atari shelf, you can barely see it. Maybe we'll have to lighten this video up a little bit. But, man, that is really hard to see. Well, right now I'm pointing at Adventure, Space Invaders, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Combat, Asteroids, Video Pinball, Air Sea Battle, Missile Command, Night Driver, Defender, Maze Craze. I don't know what these two blank ones are. One of them's Breakout, and the other I think is a second copy of Combat. Talking about the Super Nintendo here, we've got, we have, of course, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, Doom, ActRaiser, The Addams Family, F-Zero, Super Mario World, we got Super Mario All-Stars, Wayne's World, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Warlock, SimCity, and Shaq Fu, which is just a joke. Also on the NES, because it's not in the cabinet, I have Chiller right here, which is quite possibly the rarest thing that I own right now. If you don't know what it is, I'll be reviewing it for my Halloween episode, so there's a little leak for you. N64, of course, I've got Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Zelda, Banjo-Kazooie, Pokemon Stadium 2, Pokemon Snap, Excitebike 64, 007 GoldenEye, 007 The World Is Not Enough. We've got Perfect Dark, Pokemon Stadium 1, Wipeout 64, Super Mario 64, Hydro Thunder, Body Harvest, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and what is this one here in the back? Oh, of course, Battle Tanks. Gotta have your Battle Tanks. Right here, maybe wondering what this is on the back wall. This is actually a banknote from Nepal for rupees, which is what the currency of all Zelda games is based on. So I felt like it would kind of be cool to have that added to the shelf up here. I've got the box for ActRaiser, I've got a little Triforce in a box, a Zelda belt buckle, and back here is the Nintendo Power Strategy Guide for Majora's Mask. Got a spare dust sleeve here for an NES game. Moving on over to the Sega Genesis and Xbox shelf, we got Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, Beavis and Butthead, Vector Man, Shining in the Darkness, Six Pack, Batman Forever, Tom and Jerry Frantic Antics, Haunting starring Poltergeist, Road Rash 3, and Risky Woods. Also, I have this really old action figure of Raiden from Mortal Kombat, which is pretty freaking cool. And some of my boxes. Really not going to go over the Xbox games because that's really not that impressive. Moving on to my Dreamcast and PS1 shelf. Both I'm kind of lacking in right now. I got House of the Dead 2 for Dreamcast, Power Stone, and Incoming. Up here I have my visual memory unit for my Dreamcast. This is Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver for the PS1, but it's scratched to hell, so it's just sitting there. And in here, in this box, is my Power Glove for the NES, and I'm really proud of that. Moving on over to PS1, got some pretty good stuff in here. I have Evil Dead: Hail to the King, Blood Omen: Legacy of Kain, Legend of the Dragoon, and Final Fantasy VIII. And then finally, really don't feel like going through all this. This is just my hardware shelf. I mean, just some things you can see on top. I got the Starfire gun for the Dreamcast, N64 controllers, Atari controllers, the NES Advantage, there's a Zapper, Dreamcast controllers, Xbox controllers. There's this black box here that has even more controllers in it. Lots of hardware going on this shelf, but that's where my collection's at right now, so I hope you guys enjoyed it.